Hello everyone, my name is Wayne here. Today I'm going to be reacting to a video called I Was 13, the first time I saw my mom's face. This is by My Story Animated, as you all can if you know the channel, then you know the profile picture. If you do not know the channel, then, well, My Story Animated is basically like people submitting their stories, and the crew from My Story Animated are animating and voicing those stories. I don't know if the writer or sender voices what they say, or the crew voices and animates it. But so basically what I'm getting here is that this video, you're telling me that the first time you saw your mom's face was when you was 13. I'm not going to be judging anything. I'm trying my best not to. I'm not a person to say I would judge, but My Story Animated has had, well, from what I saw from the past couple of years, stories that have been exaggerated, if you know what I mean. Because you can't come and tell me that you go look at My Story Animated channel, scroll, and you go see something that is, well, that will be raising some red flags in your head and think, wait, is it true? Well, sometimes it is, sometimes it is not. Let's get into the reaction video today. Hopefully that you all enjoy this video. I'm actually testing the waters right now, so hopefully this comes out within a day or two after recording. Okay, so let's get into the video. I'm trying my best.
I'm Jasper from Colorado.
Hello, Jasper.
Please like and subscribe. I was born in a rich household and lived in a huge mansion with tons of servants. My nursery was filled with more things than any kid could possibly need. But I didn't have a mom, and my dad was always working really hard and didn't have much time for me. Once when I was 5, I was playing football with my nanny, and I kicked the ball hard, making it fly through the window into Dad's home office. I ran inside to get it. "Hey, Dad, come on, let's play football, please." "Where is your..."
Okay, okay, I'm not saying how that dad should not be paying attention to his kid, but what you're trying to tell me is that basically you have a child and not going to pay attention to it. Well, to him. Sorry for saying it. Some things are best left untouched there. But you're telling me that you're going to have a child and not pay attention to them. Sir, you are legit making a recipe for disaster right there. Let me just... Whoa. Okay, and back to the video.
"Nanny, here you are. Is this what I'm paying you for? Your job is to keep him busy and not annoy me." Dad was the worst. That night...
Kid, you have right to say dad is the worst, because for a father to tell his child that the kid is annoying him, red flags.
I decided to run away, but just when I was at the door, someone pulled me back by the shoulder. It was Dad. "Where do you think you're going?" "To find a new family. I don't want to live with you. You're mean and grumpy and don't love me." He just looked at me and shook his head, then took me to my bedroom. It was probably the first time he'd ever tucked me into bed, but the next day, he was the same, never having any time for me. For my 9th birthday, I expected he'd be home, but once again he was away for some business meeting. "Master Jasper, your father has sent you this present and has instructed us to wish you a very happy birthday."
Is anyone else getting Alfred vibes from him? Because I don't think it's me alone. I'm getting Alfred from Batman vibes right from this character here, and they make it sound as him as well. I don't understand, but people, when you watch stories for Butler, they don't make up their voice to sound so deep, do they? Well, Batman and Alfred are different because it's from a movie, you can tell. But My Story Animated, come on, do better. Don't make it sound as if it's from Alfred. Well, from Batman, Alfred from Batman.
Can you please clear everything away? I'm not hungry. But the cook spent hours making this cake for you, sir. I looked at the cook's face and couldn't bear to disappoint her. Of course I'll cut the cake. It looks amazing, but I don't want the present. Closing my eyes, I made the same wish I made each year on my birthday. But this
See your
time,
dad?
I really meant it. God, please send my mom back to me.
Oh,
please, please,
so
please.
your mom left you.
Come on now. Everyone say amen. Amen. The next morning, I woke up to someone's loud voice downstairs, and I found a strange woman in our house, dressed in...
Well then, I wish something for my nan, but then up to now I don't get it. So what? Wishing on your birthday now is making wishes come. Wishing on your birthday is making it come true. Well then, let's see.
Weird clothes. Oh my god. Richard! Darling, you never told me you're such a rich man. Look at the furniture, the chandelier, everything. And who's this handsome fella? Let me guess. You're Jasper, aren't you? Yeah. And you are? I'm
You're a
Linda,
wicked stepmother.
No. Wait, I want you to guess. I don't know. My new nanny? Listen, Dad, I don't need a nanny anymore. I'm grown up now. No, dummy. I'm your new mommy. No one's ever too grown up to have a mommy. Your dad and I got married yesterday, and here I am. The woman hugged me so tight, I felt like she'd squeeze the air out of me. Dad got married without even telling me?
I was about to ask the same question. So, how was your father got married without telling you? Wouldn't you have known? Isn't the first thing to do before you get married to introduce your new partner or your partner? If you have kids, isn't the first thing is to introduce your partner? Because for what I know is that you have to introduce your partner to the child, to your child, to say. Example, if I was to get married, let's say I was to get married tomorrow, obviously months before or a year before I get married, I obviously will have to introduce my child to my new partner. Let they get comfortable, so within the span we could see how it will play out. Because you can't have a child and get married the day and then introduce your child to your newly wedded wife the next day. That will make zero sense at all. None whatsoever. But let's continue.
Sure, I wanted a mom, but this wasn't what I expected. Soon, my friends in school found out I had a stepmom, and they warned me to stay away from her, because all stepmoms were awful. The loudest was my best friend, a neighbor, Sonia. She was always saying my new stepmom was a weirdo, and I shouldn't trust her. One time, Linda packed a huge lunchbox for me, and when I opened it at school, the smell was fantastic. But for some reason, Sonia pinched her nose. Yuck! Jasper, what is this? It's some pasta Linda made for me. I think I'll try it. I wouldn't eat that if I were you. My mom said she's evil, and she married your dad for money, and now she's just trying...
True, because the first thing she said was that I don't know you are rich. That should have giveaways. Well, not really. Well, for some people it is a giveaway, or dead signs and stuff, and the way she acted towards it. So yeah.
Trying to win you over. She isn't your real mom, Jasper. Don't be such a dodo and just dump that in the garbage. I felt bad about throwing away food, so I ended up giving it to a homeless person on my way home. And when I got back, the first question Linda asked me was how I liked my lunch. Look,
Okay.
you're not my mom, so you can stop acting.
The first question, well, Jasper, she's trying to she's trying to warm up to you. She's trying to, see how, like, what foods you like and what you don't. So probably you started off on a bad note, so where did you go?
Acting like it. I know you're up to no good. You're a stepmom. All stepmoms are bad. She looked hurt hearing my words, but then to my surprise, she suddenly started to smile. Yup, I'm up to no
Psychopathic behavior.
good. Wanna know what I plan to do? I will love you so much that you'll be telling everyone soon that I'm the best mom in the world. Saying that, she ran after me to give me one of her signature tight hugs, but I ran out into the garden and slipped straight into some mud. And Linda came crashing right behind me. We stared at each other for a few seconds, and then suddenly she grabbed some mud and threw it right in my face. She burst out laughing, and so did I. And we were suddenly in the middle of a mud
Maybe
fight.
we had it wrong.
She seemed to enjoy
Maybe
it.
she's actually good. Is this the first time we're actually seeing a nice stepmom? Maybe there will be a plot twist.
Like a kid, and didn't care one bit about how dirty we both got. Linda really didn't seem evil to me, like everyone said. Just a fun-loving person who genuinely cared about me. That night, I let her tuck me in bed and told her I'd include her in my nighttime prayers. Oh, Jasper, you're such a kind soul. Please don't ever change, and always protect your good heart. I will always love you, and hope you can love me one day too, as your mom. I think I already do. I love you, Mom. I love you too, son.
Damn, so quick already labeled as mom. Damn, that's actually within a day of, well, I think a day. I don't remember what they said, but within a day of knowing her, labeled as mom already. Mom, you should be awarded for being the fastest person to be labeled as mom. Well, from stepmom to mom.
After that day, Mom and I were a team. I loved her so much, and she adored me. But Sonia always hated her, and she got even meaner after her parents got divorced. I was sorry she was unhappy, but I didn't let her bitter words affect my relationship with Mom. Things were great until I turned 14, and Mom and Dad announced that they were having a baby. A baby? Why? Mom was so excited about it, but I was afraid that the love she had for me would be divided. But I didn't want.
To be honest with you, that's how all, like, every child thinks. That's how basically that's how everybody thinks. When there's a baby and getting included into the family, your first thoughts as a single child will be as well, love will be divided, and basically the baby will get more love. That is how it will be. No, correction, not that's how it will be. That is how it's. Where's the word again? That is how it will play out to be. There's not all the time it will be so. Some parents actually do, like, love both their children equally, no favorites. And then you have others, the parents play favorites. So, yeah.
I want her to think I wasn't happy for her. So I organized a huge baby shower. When she got home that day from shopping, she was ecstatic. Oh my God, Jasper, honey, this is beautiful. I love it. The party was awesome, and everyone seemed to be having a great time. But when I went outside by the pool to look for Sonia, I overheard some woman from our neighborhood gossiping about Mom. Gosh, that poor stupid boy. She's really got Jasper wrapped around her fingers. Of course, she's gonna take all his.
You know the neighborhood mean girls. You know will they be talking. They only could gossip. Do not worry about them. They're just good for nothing. Okay?
Money one day. Yeah, Sonia's always telling me about how crazy Jasper is about his stepmom. He doesn't know the truth, I guess. That woman was some waitress who trapped his poor father. Such a gold digger. I felt my blood boil with rage. But before I could yell at them, someone grabbed my hand and pulled me away. It was Mom, and she heard all those awful things those women had to say about her too. Don't say anything. Please. It'll only cause a scene, and you know how much your dad hates it. But how dare they say those things about you while standing in your house?
Boy, stand up and speak out. Don't let your words be heard. Him said, don't let your words be heard. Let your words be heard. Stand up and speak out.
It's not worth it, Jasper. Saying that, Mom went back inside. And then I accidentally bumped into Sonia's mom and made her entire gossiping gang fall in.
Okay, that's a bit mean on my part. So basically, you should not do that though. Within like I'm not promoting violence, and I maybe in the future I will, but not now. I'm not promoting violence, but you see, if you see somebody doing something, please don't push them into the pool. You never know if they could swim or not. So Tuesday, all you here, get drowned. Never push them into a pool. Okay?
Onto the pool. It was hilarious. Their makeup was running down their faces, and Sonia's mom's wig was flung around the pool while she shrieked and went after it. Suddenly, Sonia came up to me and pushed my shoulder. Hey, I saw that. You pushed my mom in on purpose.
She deserved
Why would you
it.
do that? Because your mom deserves it. And not just
Agreed.
her, but you too. Ever since my mom
Ooh.
came, you've had nothing but awful things to say about her. I'm not interested in listening anymore. Anyone who has something bad to say about my mom, get out now. The party was soon over as the guests left grumbling, and Dad looked pissed. But instead of yelling at me, he directed all his anger at Mom. You did this. My son used to be a well-behaved boy, and you spoiled him. But what else should I have expected from a...
Your son? Sir, basically you said your son annoyed you. You basically ignored your son every time he chose to play with you. Now you're going to own him. How great. Typical, well, dad.
low-class woman like you? Low class? Who do you think you're calling low class? That night,
Stand up and fight.
Dad and I had a huge fight, and things were never the same between us. But I forgot everything when my baby sister Indigo was born. I had never seen a human as tiny.
I'm gonna hush. I was going to comment about the name, but then I remember it has some people with some different names than usual. That's all I'm going to say.
As her. It was love at first sight. I was always by Mom's side to take care of her. But after Indigo's birth, Dad seemed to be even busier. He'd be away from home for weeks. One day, while I was scrolling Facebook, I came across Sonia's post. She was posting vlogs while vacationing in the Bahamas. And suddenly, I saw someone in the background that made me gasp. It was Dad, kissing Sonia's mom. I felt stunned.
Is that your new stepbrother? Well, stepsister? And stepmom? You already saw them before they could introduce themselves. So, a cheating father and well, a good for nothing and cheating father. This man is not going to recover from what I have to say.
Angry. I ran to tell Mom, who then told me that she had already known for months. You knew, Mom? Why didn't you tell me? And how could you stay with him? He's a cheater. If I leave him, where will I go? It's not just Indigo I have to think about. You're my son, Jasper. I can't bear to lose you. Your dad already blames me for ruining your relationship with him, and he won't let me see you if I leave. No one can keep me away from you, Mom. When Dad returned a week later, he was in a bad mood as usual. And the moment he saw Indigo crying, he started yelling. Make her stop. Her crying gives me a headache. Just take her away from me.
People, if you do this, I'm telling you, you're not a good parent. If you ever yell at your significant other saying that the child is giving you a headache, just shut it up. They cannot control what the child does or how he or she behaves. All they can do is feed them, nurse them. They are babies. If you yell at a kid, obviously, what will happen? It will cry more. You're showing anger, negative feelings to them. You're legit shouting at a child. So, what's the lesson from this? The father is a douchebag. Pardon my French. But that father needs to go. No matter what he do, just go. Leave the wife and the kid and his son. Because basically just now the son will not have him say that he's his father. So
and that made me see red. She's your daughter. You never wanted anything to do with me. And now you don't want anything to do with her too? And don't yell at Mom. If you keep behaving like this, Dad, you'll end up all alone. Oh, I don't think so. Why? Because you're with Sonia's mom now? Yeah, we know about that. She's awful, and you deserve her. How dare you talk to me like that? And because of this woman, you love her so much? Fine. Why don't you leave with her? All of you, get out! For the first time, Mom yelled back at Dad, and soon after,
as she should.
We packed our bags and left with Indigo. Mom filed for a divorce and rented a tiny apartment with some of the savings she had. Don't worry, we'll get through this. Yeah, Mom, I know we will. Mom started.
Wait, basically, you're saying that he's rich. She filed a divorce, and basically, what I get from what I understand is that when you get a divorce, you get half of someone's things. Don't get me wrong. Okay. Don't take me in the wrong way because I don't really know what it is, but that's my basic understanding from it. But within a divorce, isn't like you supposed to get half of what the next person owns or something so? So this mask, I see as I get the next one, you know. Y'all should be seeing the next mask in a different video. This mask is a bit falling on, I don't like it. But yeah. So yeah, back to what I was saying is that if she got a divorce from him, isn't she supposed to get like half of what he get, as in like money wise and stuff, so that he could support her, and she could actually put him underneath like child support too, if she thinks of it as well. And it's loading again.
Working double shifts as a waitress. But since she was an amazing cook, she soon opened a small home-based food business. And within a few months, we were even able to buy a food truck. While Mom was busy working, I took care of Indigo. She was a naughty one. Come find me, Jasper. Oh, where's Indigo? Is she under the bed? Or behind the curtain? Or he? Is she under?
Sir, I have a question. The face. Don't mind loading the buffering screen. The face. That face is legit face of a psychopath. Continue.
The bed? Or behind the curtain? Or here! Got you! With her lovely brown eyes and black hair like Mom's, she looked like a doll. She was my sunshine. Things were good. And Mom even saved money to put me in college. But one day, I was taking a class when I got a call that shook my world. Indigo was gone. Mom had last seen her playing in the backyard, and now she was missing. She was right.
The dad kidnapped her. Master Reanimated, the dad did it. The dad did it. Lock him up.
FBI, open up!
No evidence needed. You know what it is already. The dad did it.
Here, and then she wasn't. Oh, Jasper, I have to find my baby. We'll find her, Mom. I promise. I will look everywhere till I find her. And I really did. I searched for my sister day and night. Those were the toughest times of my life. I even called Dad for help. But he just hung up on me.
Obviously, because he
For
did
years,
it.
I looked for Indigo everywhere. The police also helped us, but we never found her. Sometime later, Mom had a fall in the kitchen one day, and she was unable to walk for a few months. So by the time I was 20, I was working as an Uber driver, and also studying in a night college, while taking care of Mom as she slowly got her strength back. One night when I got home from work, I heard something I hadn't heard in years. Mom's laughter. I tiptoed to the kitchen and found her there with her physical therapist. She'd been working really hard the past few months. He seemed to like her, and I guess she liked him too.
Improvement is
Oh,
being
you're
made.
home, Jasper. I felt well enough to cook today, and I made your favorite pasta. Wow, thank you, Mom. I'm so glad you're feeling better. But don't tire yourself out. Things were good. Except for the fact that Indigo wasn't in our lives. One day, I was driving a customer when he noticed a picture I always kept on my dashboard. It was Indigo's. He asked me about it, and when I told him she was my sister, the man looked shocked. And what he told me next took my breath away. He knew where Indigo was, but he
He knew? Okay, so I'm saying that Dad did it. I'm confirming that Dad did it.
wasn't 100% sure. I listened in shock as the man explained that he found a little girl on a bus years ago, looking completely lost. He and his wife had tried looking for her family, but they had no luck. They adopted her. I couldn't stop crying as he told me everything. I always knew I'd find her one day. The very next day, I was outside a big house with Mom. Whose house is this, Jasper? Why are we here? And I can't climb all these stairs. You'll see. Come, I'll help you. I lifted Mom in my arms and carried her up the stairs.
Word way to lift your mom, isn't it?
She looked really confused as we walked inside. But then, she froze. Standing before us was a little girl with lovely brown eyes and long black hair. Mom held on to me for support as she started to cry. Oh my God, Jasper, can it be?
Yes, we
Is
found the
this-
daughter.
Is this really her? Mom sobbed as she ran to Indigo and hugged her tight. I wrapped my arms around them both as we all cried. I always knew I'd find you, Indigo. I never gave up hope. I missed you so much. I love you a lot. With Indigo back in our lives, our family was complete.
Okay, quit the sappy drama now. So, that's it. If y'all enjoyed the video, I tried to make it as entertaining as I could. Some parts are going to be cut out, obviously. So that's it. If y'all enjoyed, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. See you in the next one, and hopefully see you in the next video. Stay safe. Stay safe. Stay awesome. See you soon. Peace.